Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster situation playing as the Hunts Marshal Expedition, where he captured Hotek's column and then immediately got besieged by 4 full stacks, which would normally be a death sentence, but he has made a very good army here, filled with Marienburg landships. However, he does have some war wagons, and they're probably going to be the biggest thing that's going to let us down. The enemy forces have got a lot of shades and dark shards, a lot of anti-large infantry, so he's up against the odds here for sure. Everything is on maximum battle difficulty, and then on top of that, because it's the Hunts Marshal Expedition, the enemy forces get additional 25% extra weapon strength and 10 leadership, just blanket across everyone for another 3 turns. So there's no way to get rid of that except for just waiting it out, and we should definitely not wait this out, because these 2 armies here on force march, what they'll do is probably attack over the end turn, but let's say hypothetically they don't take them out of force march, although why wouldn't they? But if they didn't, they launch the attack, and let's just say hypothetically we still won, these ones here would not get wiped out, whereas if we sally out now and we win, those 2 armies completely obliterated. And these are some of their best armies here because of the lords. The single entities are going to be a big problem. They're heroes because they're much higher level than ours. But anyway, let's jump in here. He's got good equipment on everyone. He's got some good black banner placement here. We definitely need to not control large army, I think. That's going to make a big difference. But yeah, the shades are definitely going to be a big problem. Alright, let's jump into the battle and read out the email. So it says, "Hey Legend, I was playing as the Hunts Marshal Expedition and I'm currently mopping up Lustria off the bad guys. I got cocky and sent my half-baked landship Doomstack to the middle of Nagarond, and surprise, surprise, they besieged me in the middle of the turn. Sorry, they besieged me in the next turn with 4 full stacks. Well, I guess you could have anticipated that, considering you got heroes, but I guess if you've got a Doomstack, you can get super arrogant with it, so understandable. It's happened to me as well with this kind of stuff. He says, I managed to beat off the first 3 waves, but I couldn't win because there's too many of them. Well, here's the thing about Dark Elves. If you're beating them off, then they're going to just keep on coming, because they enjoy that kind of thing, because they tend to be somewhat Slaneshi focused, even though it's not the Cult of Pleasure. So yeah, you don't really want to beat them off. You want to beat them down. That's what you really want to do. Because yeah, the Dark Elves are a whole bunch of ducks, and if you're beating off ducks, they're going to keep coming. Anyway, some super sus interpretation there. So then he also says, also one thing to note is that their shades are very annoying. Yep, I would have assumed that anyway. In my 3 attempts at this battle, they kept appearing out of nowhere to take a large chunk of health off my landships. I was hoping that if you find this scenario interesting, you could help me save this, as I don't want to lose my landship army. It's hard enough to get it as Marcus Wolfheart as it is. Feel free to make adjustments as you see fit. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Alright, I reckon with the war wagons, because they are less valuable against this kind of force than landships, keep them over here, and if they just send a couple of units over this way every now and again, that's fine. I'll reform them. We'll get some control groups. I reckon I'm going to need to micro them the most. So, no, not this one. I want this on control group 4. And we'll set up over here. They've got reinforcements coming from our rear. That seems like they're coming in really quickly. Thinking it'd probably be a really good idea if we got rid of some of these single entities as early as possible. So I'm just going to get all of them to not fire at will. I want to target these guys here. I would target there a little bit. The thing is, if I miss this one here, I still might hit that one. Whereas if I shoot at this and miss, all I'm going to hit is like trees back this way. I'll get them to go for the Lord. Need to do some healing as much as possible. Okay, if you could also be in a position to... Yep, okay. Alright, let's do this. So, fire at that, and you fire at that, and you guys move up this way. It's a start. Wasn't a shitload of damage, but it's a start. Okay, they're not firing anything because he went hidden. Let's put him on fire at will again there. At least we got a shot off on him, and he doesn't have regen. Oh, he's got Guardian there. Alright. So I said I need to reform them here. They've also got reinforcing units coming over this way.
Sighted and ready. Engineer.
This one's speed 77.
Battle protocols. Black powder blast. Wisdom guides me.
Okay, so far so good, I think.
Channeling guide. In motion.
Okay, if I can try to draw their... Oh, very nice. That fucking obliterated him. Make sure this guy here dies. Okay, next shot. Don't all shoot at that one.
Understood. Overcoming inertia. Marching. Finding the
He almost died.
quickly.
Get this other one.
Over there.
Okay, I'm going to send you to go attack him. Just to get his attention a little bit. Okay, then what we want to do here is actually use the land ships to go into melee with all of that. Nice shot. With all their missile units. Okay, I need you guys to get back over here. Is it? Yep. That's it. Go in. Hang on. Yep. And just charge at them. These Marienburg land ships are actually pretty good. Oh my god, they focused fire on us there. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I need you to regrowth that one right the fuck now. Holy shit. Yeah, he wasn't kidding about that. Holy crap. And these aren't even the shades, this is just dark shards. You gotta plow through. Okay, we've also got this. Charge into them because if they're in melee, then they don't shoot. The dark shards, that is. Our ships can still shoot. We did a good job of taking out some single entities early, but they're really on our ass now, that's for sure. You need to get into melee as well. With their infantry, not with their single entities. Their heroes. So, definitely need some more healing. Okay, and I need these two here. They've got to take out these goddamn lords. Oops. Didn't know when that happens. Problem is, I can't just leave them on fire at will. They'll just shoot at all the infantry. The infantry are just there to act as a meat shield. So I've got to specifically tell them to shoot at that one over there. Okay, so you need to get back over here. I've got to heal that. I could actually send them over this way so that the war wagons could come and help potentially. This one here's in a bit of trouble. Another regrowth needed there, I think. Need to shoot this one here. That one's causing me the most amount of trouble at the moment. Okay, need to get back over there. Keep charging in on their units there. Okay, let's get the war wagons up here a little bit now. See if I can shoot at this one, because that one's not landing quite as much as the other one, because that one's a melee lord, this one's hybrid. Okay, at least they've got her attention. Somewhat. Gotta stop the missile units. Don't worry about their melee infantry. They're just there to bog us down. Come on. Get back over here. Secondary shots. Doing some work for us. Gotta try not to drop below 25% health or else they... these units actually don't get wounds. So that's fine then. So they're not gonna get slowed down. Okay, so that's one lord down. In terms of reducing their leadership, I don't see why we should bother letting that be a focus. Okay, these ones here go into control of 5. Inflicting a little bit. Probably inflicting a little bit of friendly fire on ourselves, but we just gotta dish out the fucking damage out here. Okay, really need to kill that one there. Also, if they've brought in... Okay, they've almost brought in all their melee infantry from that particular army. We should draw them over here, then route some of their units, and then get over there to go into melee with the next batch of shades.
We serve the Emperor! Moving! Sigma commands! Yes, quickly!
Okay. So we get a little bit of breathing time now because their most aggressive heroes and lords have been... Oh, hang on. Need to kill this one. That'd be great. Problem is, once they're turned around like this, you can see that they're not really that keen on actually shooting. They're just like... We're turning around. Can get them out of there. Good. Tell you what, a net of Amantok right now would have been great. Don't feel too bad about charging into more of them. This guy here, it's good that he's taking damage so quickly. Almost broke him. If it wasn't for that fucking threat level, I reckon we would have. Don't know about that Black Guard of Nagarond. And we're just trying to kill him. It's done a lot of damage, but it's less of a threat than these melee ones, because when they get into melee, you have a pretty high risk of shooting your own troops as well. Whereas that one, not so much. Good, another Lord wounded. Okay, now we really need to get our land ships over to here, because the missile units are about to start coming in, and we want to make sure that they don't get a chance to surprise us, that they're just fucked up straight away. Did we kill that other Lord? Well, we either did or we didn't. Who cares? Still another Lord to go. I think we've killed 3 now. We've dealt with 3. We've also got ammo restocks we can use.
Finding the angle. Moving.
So yeah, as for these ones here, don't bother shooting at them. Just fucking go into melee. I gotta hurry up. Get over here. Ideally, you want to try to heal 4 at a time. Just charge on through them there. But these are the ones... See, they're blobbed up like this. This is the best time to go and fight them. See, if you give them too much time, they'll spread out, and that's when they become quite a threat. When they're blobbed up like that, they don't shoot properly. And when we're right here, they don't get a chance to shoot at all. Good. A whole bunch of their units are leaving the battlefield, so these ones are all about to come in, and they're about to get totally fucked up by us. Plus, if there's a big enough blob, I can totally justify popping down dwellers below. But on this, not so much, because we've got a decent amount of wins. So we've got this one here, that could be quite handy. Alright, these 2 here, get them over this way, because I reckon that Lord's going to be coming in fairly soon, and I would like for that one to never see these units at all. Just shoot her out of the sky. Same thing, there it is. Same thing with them, they'll be quite good against her if we do enough damage. Okay, get moving. Don't worry about their ammo right now. Actually, you as well, go over this way. Got this, but that's not a big deal. So yeah, the Shades... They're not going to do much damage to Marienburg landships in melee. There's nothing to worry about there. Also, being in a big blob like this, we can heal a lot easier, and also terror route them, sort of. Okay, they got the Murderous Prowess active at the moment. So that's going to give them extra leadership. Okay, if a whole bunch of them are coming in over here, we could actually pop down dwellers below soon. Just keep them sturdy for the time being, because there should eventually be quite a big blob. And we'll absolutely smash them. Okay, there's a fucking manticore right in the middle of them. Let's see how well that goes. But yeah, that there is not enough for us to worry about, I think. maybe this is enough now to justify dwellers below, because if we hit there, even their units as they're coming in now, they should be getting hit by the dwellers below. Didn't think we need to overcast it just yet. Maybe if a whole bunch of these other ones come in after these leave. Of course, I'm kind of blocking this reinforcement zone, so I might end up bringing in a whole bunch of those ones, dread spears, which is fine because they're shit. We'll easily beat them. Okay, that's looking pretty good there. Good, already done a lot of damage to that lord. The Hydra, that's definitely not ideal for us to be fighting. But like I said, if we just stay here for a little bit, is that too much damage? A bit. More of these units coming in over here, it's just really good for dwellers below. Okay, I'm going to bring them back to try to take out the Hydra, because the Marienburg led ships, they're not really great for that one. So it's like there's 2 units in here, but I just need more of their reinforcements to arrive. Maybe I'll like back off just a little bit, so that more of them can come on, and then I'll pin them down.
The Empire endures.
Now, pin them down. Some of our land ships have nearly hit their regen cap.
Awaiting orders. Sigma calls.
Alright, there's a decent amount of them there. This time we'll overcast it because there's multiple units that were relatively fresh. Draw this Hydra away because I want you guys to shoot them. And let's give ourselves a restock here. Good, that dwellers below is fucking them up. Yep, shoot him. Good.
We are Sigma's heirs.
And because we're so close to the edge of the map, this routes them straight away. Oh good, there's just missile units left to come in there. So all their best units are going to be so ineffective with that. And I think, yeah, this army's on force march, so all we got to do is win, and they get wiped out. Fairly low on wins. Right, there's I don't have enough to overcast that yet. Just wait then.
Take the ground. Master craftsman. Go. Finding the angle.
Okay, let's do that. That should hit. Looks like about 4 or 5 units. And that Hydra's about to break. How much damage did it do? It did a bit, nothing too severe. And all these dread spears here, that I reckon will army loss them as soon as these guys here have been dealt with. Yeah, preventing the shades from shooting. No surprises. They just don't get a chance to do anything. Yeah. Alright, I am very low on Winds of Magic. If I'm going to use Dwellers Below, I don't think I'll be able to overcast it. But that means no more healing. I don't think we need to. Look, they're just leaving. That's because of the army losses. Okay, well then we'll use healing.
No.
So that's fully healed. As in, can't heal anymore.
Sir. Yes, General. Quickly.
And the war wagons, I think they did a pretty good job considering they didn't really get that heavily involved. And I'll try to do my best to run these guys down as much as I can. I think we're gonna. Maybe if I use dwellers. Oh no, who cares? Yeah, who cares about the Dark Shard army? That's right, Dark Shard, Dread Spear army. That's not gonna do anything to us. You stay over here. Actually, I'll have them keep moving. Come on, guys, move. But yeah, I'll pause the recording as I sort this out. Okay, so I used up all the healing that I could, ran down and shot whatever I could. Our army is no casualties, I don't think. And, you know, a fair bit of damage on the single entities. But 2 of their armies, the 2 most dangerous armies, got wiped out. That was not on force march, and that's this unit here might survive, which will allow you to fight a battle and heal further. It's a great thing about having heal magic and single entities. And then there was just that Dread Spear army, which Killer just sort of doesn't recapture the settlement, I suppose. But yeah, the other two armies, they were on force march, so they're wiped out. Okay, if we go with this, we get some replenishment for the war wagons, but it actually mostly healed these ones here. In fact, the amount of healing there won't even give us an additional war wagon, because we actually need to heal to full in order to get any of them back. So they would have healed, I think, if it wasn't for these. And single entities aren't obviously getting anything, so just go with that one. Because who cares about the garrison? So those two armies there, like I said, wiped out. Then as for this, yeah, you shouldn't have any trouble with this. This is absolute piece of cake. And you got more than enough movement, I think, to hit this one, then this one, and then maybe you'll have enough to also hit the Black Forests. But yeah, problem definitely resolved there. In terms of difficulty, I'd probably rate that one like maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10. But I think one of the big advantages that we had was, for one thing, using our land ships to charge into the enemy, taking out those 2 chariots at the very early stages of the campaign, because once they would have gotten into melee with our land ships, it would have been very difficult to shoot without also inflicting friendly fire. That's why I didn't prioritize shooting at the infantry. And then also camping at their reinforcement zone when all their missile units were coming in, they just weren't able to use their shades as devastating as they could, because all the damage that we took was mostly in that first wave of the battle when they had their dark shards out in the open. But when their shades were all blobbed up and they couldn't use their missile attack, their melee attack is nothing serious, especially against single entities. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.